Shut up and sit down.
Oh, hello, welcome to a North Wales side-by-side video. Set myself a little challenge today, and it was to find public charging points for EV cars in Colwyn Bay. So you'll watch the video in a bit and you'll see, I show you the view when I'm stood by my car on my drive, and then I decide I'm going to use Waze to find the nearest public charging point. Waze found me one public charging point in Colwyn Bay and lots of destination chargers that are in caravan parks and things like that. So I headed for the one and only charging point that came up on Waze, which was a BP Pulse. So I did what a lot of people would do if they were new to the area. I followed my sat-nav. Initially I drove past the charging station because I was watching the sat-nav and it was telling me I was getting closer and closer. Then it told me I'd arrived. So I looked to where it told me it was, and there was a load of cars parked up, but I didn't see anything obvious. What I was seeing as I was going down the promenade was loads of parking meters where you pay and put a ticket on your car to park on the promenade. What I thought was a parking meter, actually when I turned around and went back, turned out to be a BP Pulse charge station. And there was two cars on it, a Vauxhall Mocha and a Ford Mustang Mach-E. So I went back to the car. I thought, I'll try Google. Now Google told me there was a Chargemaster station a little bit further down the road on the promenade. So I put it into the sat-nav, went down the road, parked up where it told me to park up, had a wander around, actually stopped somebody who was jogging on the promenade to ask him if he knew where the charging station was, and he pretty much said the only one he was aware of was the BP Pulse. And I did have a little walk up and down the prom, and all I could find was some public toilets. So the Chargemaster charging station didn't even exist. So in essence that means public charging points in Colwyn Bay consist of one public charging point, and every other charging point I can find on Google or Waze is a destination charger, which can only be used by the patrons of said camping sites, caravan park and things like that. I didn't go out to Colwyn Bay, I just set my target as Colwyn Bay. So the infrastructure for electric cars in and around Colwyn Bay is absolutely rubbish. Apparently two on Google, but there's only one in existence. One doesn't exist. Waze, that's more up to date, and that does find the one and only charging point that's publicly accessible 24 hours a day. We're not ready for electric cars, people. Not in the area I live. Our charging infrastructure is rubbish, absolutely abysmal. So don't even bother with an electric car if you live around Colwyn Bay or on the coast, unless you've got off-road parking and a home charging station. Forget them. Don't bother. There's lots and lots of petrol stations about. Just carry on running your petrol or your diesel car or your hybrid. Forget the electric stuff. Waste of time. Watch the video, you'll see. I'll prove that one of the stations is not there and one is there. It's just abysmal. North Wales side by side video. That's the view I come out to every morning. Right, we're on a mission today because I live in a rural part of North Wales. I'm going hunting for public charging points. I've just been doing some Google Map research, and Colwyn Bay is my closest local town, so that's where we're going, and we're going to find the local public chargers. So let's go and have a look, see if I can find them. I found them on Google Maps, but I don't know whereabout they are on the road, other than Google Maps is going to take me there, so I don't know which side of the road they're on. So let's go and have a look, and I'll show you how many I find. Right, I'm parked on the promenade in Colwyn Bay. Lovely view of the sea. And I'm on the hunt for an EV charging point in Colwyn Bay. And I'm on Waze, and I've just typed in EV charging stations near to where I'm parked. I've come up with one public charger in Colwyn Bay, which is 0.8 miles away from where I am. The next closest one is in a caravan park, so that's only access to patrons of the caravan park. The next one, beach caravan park, again patrons. Tannerogoff caravan park, patrons, they're not public. There's another one there, 3.5 miles away. Where is that? That's in Llandudno Junction. That's not Colwyn Bay. That's not where I am. I'm looking for one in Colwyn Bay. Let's go and find this BP Pulse charging point. It's actually on the promenade.
We're all set. Drive safely.
Let's go and find it. Let's see what it's all about. So when I get there, we'll have a look at it. Well, it wasn't obvious, and I've just apparently driven past the EV charging station, which is a BP Pulse. I've just done a fresh search on Google Maps. It's also telling me there's another one in Colwyn Bay now on Princess Drive. So they're there somewhere, but I don't know where.
Head southwest on Llanerd Road east towards
So
Cannon Road.
I'm going to go and try and find one of these charging stations, and let's see what it's all about. So there's two apparently to find in Colwyn Bay, but I've got to find them. Let me go and have a look. Well, I found one of them. This is a BP Pulse, and it's on the promenade, and it's taken up by a Ford Mustang Mach-E and a Vauxhall Mocha. So that's one of the two that come up on Google Maps. So let's go and find the second one that my sat nav has told me is in the vicinity. So if that's only one of two, it's in a crap spot. There is absolutely no facilities about. Both them cars are empty, they're both on charge. Once again, I've just driven past it, I didn't see it, so I've pulled back over. Let's go and find it.
Head east on Promenade, west Promenade towards the Dingle.
Let me spin around and go back to where I suspect it is. Let me chuck you in the mount. Let's go and find this bloody charging station. One of two apparently in Colwyn Bay that I cannot find. This is ridiculous. It's meant to be on the promenade somewhere, but where? It says 0.3 of a mile away, and it's telling me it's down here somewhere.
In 300 yards, your destination will be on the left.
And apparently it's on my left. So let's get to where Google says it is, pull over and have a look for it. Because there's no parking on the left, none whatsoever. I can't see anything obvious on the right.
Your destination is on the left.
That's toilets. That's public toilets. This is meant to be a charge master. You can see, let's get the camera. You can see there it's telling me I've arrived. So let's go and have a quick wander around and see if we can find this Charge Master electric charging station. Right, we parked the car and it's telling me it's on the other side of the road to me. That's a parking meter. This is where it tells me it is. Can you see a charging point? I can't. Nope, there's nothing. Public toilets. There's meant to be an electric car charging point here. Any idea where? I know there's one down there. There's two cars on it, but Google's telling me there's another one here.
I don't know.
No, I don't either. I can't find it. Thanks for your help. Okay, that guy's a local and he still doesn't know where it is. Okay, we'll give up on that one because I cannot find it and nobody knows where it is. We found one of the two that are on Google Maps. This one doesn't exist. This is the crap you've got to put up with if you run an electric car. I'm meant to be here.
Head northwest on Promenade, West Promenade towards Marine Road.
Has the sat-nav got it wrong? I don't know. It's telling me to go west now. So let's put you back in the holder and let's go west and go and find out where it is. I'm missing an electric charging point. It's not even here. This is meant to be a Charge Master charging point. We found the BP Pulse one. It's got two cars on.
In quarter of a mile, make a U-turn at Penross Road.
I've got half a mile apparently, but it wants me to make a U-turn. So let's do a U-turn.
Head south on Marine Road towards Upper Promenade.
Let's go up
In
here.
300 yards, at the roundabout, take the fourth exit and stay on. Head
No,
west
no,
on
no,
Upper
no, don't
Promenade
come
towards
down, don't
Seabank
come
Road,
down.
Then turn right onto Seabank Road. Turn right onto Seabank Road, then turn right onto Promenade.
Let's follow Google. Let's see what Google, see if it takes me back
Turn
to the
right
same
onto
place.
Promenade, West Promenade.
And once again, when it says I've arrived, we'll stop and have a look.
In a quarter of a mile, your destination will be on the right.
Right, on my left now is the BP Pulse that we looked at, that's got 2 cars on. I'm following Google, looking for this Chargemaster charging
Your
station.
destination is on the right.
I've arrived apparently. Toilets, parking spaces, and no charging point. This is the crap you've got to put up with if you drive an electric car. The charging point is not even there. How the hell are you meant to run an electric car when there isn't even a charging point there? And Google Maps says there's one there. It's absolutely abysmal. One public charging point that's findable in Colwyn Bay. One, that's all you've got. And that one's taken up. For how long it's taken up, God only knows. How are you meant to transition from a petrol or a diesel car, jump into an electric car and expect to charge up? Unless you've got off-road parking and you can plug your car in at home, well, that's your only option. But if you live in Colwyn Bay, as you saw on my sat-nav, there's meant to be 2 charging points. We found one. We stopped at the second one, apparently, and it's not there. So, God knows what they're playing at. I can't find it. We've had a wander up the road. It's not there. It's absolutely abysmal. Don't buy an electric car, people, if you're living and around Colwyn Bay, because God, you're limited to your charging points.